I'm a diabetic and I really should not be eating it. On the occasion that I do make peanut butter fudge, I might eat the whole pan, which my wife is going to find out now if she sees this interview. So my name is Kyle Sexton. I'm from York, Pennsylvania, where I was raised with 45 of my 53 first cousins. Half the black people in York are probably my relatives or some kind of blood. When I first opened the bakery, I was there 7 years, and I thought the Japanese were paying too much for a lot of things. I wanted to give the Japanese a bigger piece of cake for a lower price. That's all it was. 33 years ago, my carrot cake was 300 yen. Now it's 500 yen. So it hasn't gone up that much. In my mind, I said, I'm going to make an authentic American cake. A lot of the things that I make, I've not had in America, so I don't know how the taste is. But I say American because I'm following the exact recipe. Preheat the oven. If I have a new recipe, it might not come out right the first time, but after 3 times, then I can get it to the consistency that it's the same. Because I'm in a bakery, it's important that everything come out the same way every time. Then I'm adding oil. That's my cinnamon. In a Japanese supermarket, it's more of a powder. Before I start baking, when I make the mix, I mix the flours, baking soda, baking powder, and spices in the Cuisinart. It's not really sifting, I suppose. I was baking a carrot cake, taking it to friends' apartments, my Japanese friends, for housewarmings or parties. 3 Japanese friends independently offered me $1,000,000 yen each. The 4th friend found the actual place for me, the actual spot. They say that it might take 3 or 4 years before you know you're going to be able to make a go of it or make a profit. But I was making money from day one. I paid those 3 friends off 1 year later, so I never had a bank over my head. That my mother made that I make is a cheesecake. By watching them, they inspired me in the love of baking. When I was young, I wanted to be a restaurateur, a photographer, and a professional gambler. I went to school for photography. The only gambling I do now is just lotto occasionally, and I'm in foods. And that's it for the carrot cake. I left York in 1977 after I graduated, moved to Manhattan in theory to pursue a career as a fashion photographer. I went to a Japanese restaurant, and the next day when I woke up, in my heart and in my head, I wanted to learn everything about Japan. Finally, I moved there in December 1984. I wanted to spend my last Christmas in America, but I wanted to be here for the first sunrise of the new year, which I saw from Nakano Station. The only thing of value that I brought with me were my books, and I've been here ever since. I was teaching English previous to this. I quit my English teaching job, opened the bakery next day. Well, I was always interested in making money, but I was not interested in becoming big. My mindset is, why can't you be small and happy? Why do you have to be big to be happy? People come in here and they tell me that they're going to start a business before everything changed. I would tell people, just start off with something small that you can maybe do with a small amount of money, not necessarily opening a storefront. If the business doesn't work out, then you just try something new. Just because that was a failure doesn't mean that you're a failure. But if you have the mindset that you're going to take it personally and the business fails and you think you failed, I can't help you there. The timer doesn't work, so I'm using exterior timers. And that's the cherry pie. Last year, a black podcaster from social media, she contacted me and did an interview over the phone. And then she asked, have you had any failures? And I said, no. And then she was like, flabbergasted. Flabbergasted? Is that you know you've been in Japan too long when you can't think of the English word. So maybe different people have different ideals about what a failure is, but I never thought that I had any kind of failures here. And I never really knew what all the hubbub was about my business because it's just simple. I mean, homemade light cakes. I don't make fancy cakes. I'm more interested in a wholesome cake. A customer asked me to make this. Somebody asked me to make a cake of my logo, my face on the cake for themselves. I didn't know why they would want that. This was years ago, and you can see I had a black beard. I mean, I've been here 34 years, so it's an old building, yeah. There might be only 2 tenants left upstairs. Those are the residents. And the commercial tenants, they left months ago, yeah. So I think I'll be here until the end of the year. But I know I'm not going to be able to find something with the same amount of rent I have now. But I'll find something, though. From my experience in life, something always turns up. Because I've been here for a long time, I started having a guest book for people who come here, just something to show my lawyers. And a surprising number of people from all around the world come here. From day one, I never thought it was anything special. I didn't go to university at all, so I don't have a degree or anything. My kids have gone. They're culturally Japanese. They were all born here. They went to university in America. Then they came back. Kyle II is 37 or 38. Elena is 36. Safia, 29. Xavier, 24. 5 years ago, whenever I took a summer vacation, I would always close the shop. But I taught Xavier how to make all my regular things. So my plan is to have him run the shop in the future. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who's going to ever retire. So I'll be in the back, but he'll be, I guess, the face of it. My wife says he frosts the carrot cake better than I do. He thinks he knows everything. Something wrong, yeah. But to him, it's not wrong. It's just different. I let him get away with it, so. Things that other people call luck have always happened to me, so I was never really worried about anything. My wife thinks I'm too laid back. I'm just not a worrier. I guess I was when I lived in New York City, but that's a hard city, but not here in Tokyo.
It's good. It's so good.